Have you ever heard of or seen the movie Talladega Nights? While this movie is fiction, the famous Talladega Superspeedway was in it. This famous comedy is partially located and filmed in Talladega County, where I've lived my entire life. This small town holds so much history and significance that most people would never even know about. This small town is home to approximately 16,000 or 15,000 people. It just varies. I grew up in Talladega, which is considered Talladega City, but however, Talladega County is where I went to school and where most of the history is. Talladega County has several small cities within it, such as Lincoln, Sylacauga, Talladega, Childersburg, and Mumford. All these small towns within this small county. It was established in December of 1832 when Spanish explorer Hernando de Soto found the land. He was in Tampa, Florida in search of gold when some Native Americans told him about the available land in Alabama. About 20 years later, one of the De Soto members visited the area and brought diseases that the Native Americans couldn't treat. As a result, the population decreased drastically, and it became Talladega County on December 18, 1832. Since this county is so small compared to other surrounding counties such as Birmingham, there's not too many popular things here. However, there are three things that usually stick out the most: De Soto Caverns, Alabama School for the Deaf and Blind, and Talladega Superspeedway. This is the cave at the De Soto Caverns and the sign that stands outside the front. This is one of the buildings at AIDB, and then this is the main campus where the Helen Keller statue stands in the front. This is the famous Talladega Superspeedway, and here's a picture from one of the races. De Soto Caverns is located in Childersburg, Alabama. It was the first cave on the record in the United States. For decades, they have offered tours, adventures, games, and so much more for an enjoyable experience for people and tourists that come through that want to learn more about it. There's been several field trips and so many other things to allow people to learn some more history about Alabama. Another place is Alabama School for the Deaf and Blind. It was founded by Dr. Joseph Henry Johnson in Talladega City. It was originally just a school for the deaf, as his brother was one of the first 21 members or students to attend. Not many years later, he opened a separate school for the blind and moved it to its own campus. This school has so much history and significance, such as Helen Keller's impact on it. This school is a huge staple to Talladega's history and meaning, as it is open for basically any child or anywhere that has any disabilities. It offers boarding, one-on-one care, buses that travel to and from homes for the children, school or classes for adults that want to continue their education past K through 12, and so much more. Talladega Superspeedway, the big deal for Talladega County. Basically the only reason anyone may even know what Talladega is. This speedway opened in September of 1969 after former race car driver Bill Ward helped NASCAR after World War II. There are usually 2 races here per year, and they're a big deal in Talladega County. Schools dismiss early the Friday before the race and usually cancel school the Monday after, due to all the traffic in such small towns. If you know Talladega, you know Dega weekends are a big deal and widely known. This small county is very historical and dated, but holds much more meaning once you dig a little deeper.